Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to remove a repossession from your credit report, and specifically in this video we're talking about the credit report dispute process. And we're talking about how to remove that repossession from your credit report, and then also that collection listing. If you had an auto deficiency, that balance was sent to a debt collector, and that debt collector is reporting a collection on your credit report and negative information, and we need to get rid of both of them. We need to clean up your credit report in order to help and improve your credit score. And to do this, we're going to have to exercise your consumer rights, this time those granted by the FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is federal legislation passed way back in 1970. This federal legislation enables us to challenge and dispute any item on our credit reports so long as we believe it's inaccurate, misleading, or made in error. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, there's 3 ways to file your credit report dispute. You can do it online, over the phone, or by mail. And yes, we're going to dispute this repossession listing on our credit report, and then we're also going to dispute that collection listing, and we need to share this. If you have this repossession on all 3 of your credit reports with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, you're going to have to file 3 separate credit bureau disputes, credit report disputes, one with each of the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus are separate entities. Once they get your dispute, they first get to deem it valid or frivolous, which is another conversation for another time and place, so make sure to subscribe and join our congregation. But only on valid disputes are the credit bureaus required to investigate the item. They'll call it a reinvestigation. Nevertheless, they're going to contact that finance company, that collection agency, the data furnisher is what they call it. It's the company that's reporting that information. With the case of the repossession, this is very likely the finance company. And they're going to ask them to verify your account information. If your account is not verified, then in accordance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, this means that item must be removed from your credit report. This is how to clean up your credit report and get rid of any of those dings, blemishes, or negative items. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now let's talk about some of the details here. Specifically with the repo, if the original finance company has sold the rights to your account and or that debt has actually been paid, there's nothing left. There is no value left on your account. There's no reason for that finance company to spend the money to verify your account, even in just paying an employee man hours, because your account has no value. There's no money that they can collect from it. They've already written your account off as a tax write-off, and it's only going to cost them money to even have an employee go and verify your account. Thus, there's no value left on your account. However, look at it on the other side. If there was value still remaining in your account, such as the debt wasn't paid, then there would be incentive and motivation for the finance company to verify your account. But since there is no value, it skyrockets your chances of success by removing the value, either settling the debt, most likely. Now with this collection account, when the credit bureaus investigate the item, they're going to contact that debt collector and ask them to verify your account information. As per your settlement agreement, if you've been following us and keeping up with us and paid off that debt collector, as we suggested here in the last video, they will not verify your account information, and as such, this item must be removed from your credit report. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now the big challenges, and to wrap this up, is dealing with this auto deficiency debt. For some cases and in some situations, that may be a challenge, actually addressing the debt. And then the bigger challenge is actually getting the credit bureaus to find your dispute valid and subsequently investigate the item. If they find it frivolous, they'll contact you and they'll request more information, which you can pretty much count on. Just as an example, Julie Miller in 2013, she woke up one day and discovered 38 bogus collection accounts on her credit report. So she did exactly what she was supposed to, filed her disputes over 2 years later, and after sending in her W-2s, her tax returns, hair samples, DNA, and her firstborn child, yes, that's a small exaggeration, they were still finding her dispute frivolous. That was Equifax. 38 bogus collection accounts. She ultimately sued them and was awarded over $18 million, which was later reduced. But even a federal judge found Equifax's behavior so reprehensible, the total runaround, that he awarded Julie Miller 9 times her compensatory damages and punitive damages. It was like $1.62 million in her punitive damages, just the annoyance and frustration of it. Nevertheless, 7 years is the maximum amount of time that any item can remain on your credit report, with few exceptions such as a bankruptcy. That's the maximum. Did you catch that? There is no minimum amount of time that any negative item must remain on your credit report. And look, if OJ can get out of real prison early, chances are you can get out of bad credit prison early. And at the end of the day, when all is said and done, your credit score is a lot like your grade point average in glory school days past. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your courses, if you're failing underwater basket weaving, because that negative mark is going to drag down and ruin your overall GPA. The same principle applies to your credit score, and this is why it is so imperative to clean up and remove any of those dings, those blemishes, or those negative items, such as a repossession or a collection listing. And we encourage our members to consider professional, legal, and legitimate help with this, because in 2016 alone, over 9 million negative items were removed from consumer credit reports. One of the best firms is the Credit Pros. They've successfully helped their clients to remove repossessions, collections, late payments, charge-offs, judgments, liens, foreclosures, even bankruptcy marks. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.